Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the video. Today I have some pretty exciting news to share with you all because one of the last snapshots for Minecraft 1.13 of this year just came out. It's called Minecraft 17W58 and it looks like a bug fix on the surface. In fact, the changelog that Dinbo posted makes this look entirely like it is just fixing bugs, getting the update ready for release, but it also does one other kind of major, really exciting thing that seems like it's minor on the surface but can be used for so many little secret stuff, and I wanted to show it to you in today's video because it is the ability to place item frames on the ground and to place item frames on the ceiling. It seems really small on the surface, like why would you even want to do this? But the truth is it actually has some really exciting applications, and I want to show you some of those in today's video because they really show off just how every change in this update, even when it seems technical, can be used by builders in these really interesting, really bizarre ways that hopefully you all do enjoy seeing. So like this video if you do like it because it helps out the channel, and listening, you do want to see more Minecraft Java snapshot videos showing off the update before it comes out and let you know what's going on in there. But let's get straight into it really, shall we? And let's start by mentioning how item frames on the ground can be so exciting, because you really might think like item frames on the ground, that's actually pretty cool, that's great that they did that, but what can you really do with it? Like, I mean, do I want to show off items on the ground? Usually not very often. Like, I guess it makes better ground decoration, but the truth is there's actually a few really distinct uses, and the biggest one is the fact that the item frame being filled with a map does still work on this version. So yeah, if you place an item frame on the ground and then you put a map in it, it will still take up the entire block, which means, as you can see right there, this entire block right here is consumed by a map. This is really great to see on the floor because it means you can essentially make your own carpet, because unlike a wall where you're making a wallpaper decoration, if you use it on a carpet, you can actually kind of like, again, you can see where you are and stuff, or you can just make exciting patterns. If you customize the map, which isn't too hard with Java size maps, you can see how you could actually like, oh yeah, we can customize the size of it and make it actually, you know, make a really great floor pattern, make every carpet tile different, and that's a thing you can now do. The creativity is endless if you're willing to get those custom maps, which is kind of the great little thing, but that's, again, this is just one of the first kind of applications. You can then start to use it to do really crazy stuff. Like, for instance, if you want to make a globe, have you ever wanted to make a globe in Minecraft? Maybe not, maybe, who knows, but what you can actually do is you can now do that by just surrounding a block on all four sides with a map like we're going to do right here. So as you can see, things work just fine. It looks just about how you'd expect, you know, before, and it's like, well, I mean, but the obvious thing here is that the top isn't covered. Well, now when you add one to the top, just like this, as you can see, now it makes a fully complete globe, and if you use 5 separate maps, you can make your Minecraft world look like it's a little globe. I mean, again, it's square, not a, I guess it's not a sphere like a globe would be, but you know, this is Minecraft, this is the closest we can get, which is pretty great, because then what you can actually do is you can like put that on a stick if you want to or something. So we get some vents out, we can then make like a real globe, which is kind of great on the one hand. So let's just go ahead and do that, grab ourselves a fence post, and then as you can see, just like this, we've got ourselves a globe on a stick, which can direct people to where they should be going. You'd show people what happens when you go right, when you go left, when you go forwards, and then, I don't know, when you go backwards, who knows. So yeah, there you go, there's a little fun idea. You can make little signposts that are now fully covered in maps. You can also do the exact reverse if you really want to. So if you build yourself a room and you surround yourself entirely, so I'll make a really tiny room just to prove my point. Again, bear in mind, these would usually be different maps, but we're using the same one just to show that it does work and it is possible. You can now do the exact opposite if you want to, and you can surround yourself with maps on every single side. So if we then can surround this entire thing in item frames, again, ceiling included, you can actually do a really crazy thing and make an entirely covered place. Again, kind of like wallpaper, but including the ceiling. So yeah, I'm not going to actually make my exit covered as well, but just to show you that this can be like all-consuming, all-surrounding. It's really crazy seeing the edges join, and it's really quite the wonderful thing. So yeah, there you can see I've just made myself a room. Oh, also this floor, I guess you want to do as well. So you cover the floor as well, and then you get yourself this thing, which is arguably a monstrosity, arguably the best thing I've ever seen. I'm not sure exactly where it fits in there, but yeah, you can have an entirely surrounded map room, and just look at this. This doesn't seem like Minecraft, but yeah, here it is in Minecraft itself. So yeah, those are the first two implications, being able to surround yourself and being able to surround something else. But there's also the implications of how this connects with other blocks and stuff. So for instance, pressure plates now can actually you know, have an item frame underneath them, because previously the interaction wasn't dealt with. Now you can have an item frame underneath the pressure plate, so you can hide an item in there if you want to, or like signify what should be going on. So if we want to, again, you have to be really careful with this one, then you can actually place a little thing in there, or if we, for some reason, there we go, so if we place the map, okay, so you can see how the item frame pops through only when you're standing on it, and then you can place a thing on there. So if you want to have a map, you can now cover your pressure plate entirely, and it looks like it's the floor or carpet, whatever, but really there's a pressure plate entirely hidden. There's no proper way to get around that one. Or you can just signify what should be going on the pressure plate, like, oh, guess what? This is the wood pressure plate. However, when you put an item in there, it does permanently hold the thing down, so you can see how that's permanently held down, whereas these ones are not. Again, I think that's really exciting. The implications on redstone for this are really great. I think mostly involves maps again, because they cover the entire block, but I think also just putting a block in there to hold down a pressure plate, again, something we haven't properly had the ability to do, and something which I think looks great in certain situations. Like, I mean, if we remove this, then just that. Again, look at the trim on that. It looks like a properly trimmed block, and it's something that you might find some use in. So, as well as that means you can now officially kind of like hide redstone and stuff. So, if we grab ourselves a redstone trail, so let's go in here, let's grab some redstone dust and replace this, I guess. First of all, I'll show you that this is indeed down, just in case you don't believe me. As you can see, outputs a redstone signal. I don't know why you wouldn't believe me, because you can see it's down, but there you can see that means it's held down permanently by the item frame. But also, we can use this redstone dust, and we can do the same kind of thing, where we're like, but what if we had an item frame covering it up? So as you can see, the redstone is now covered up with an item frame, just like that. It's kind of tricky to do, it seems, but there we go. We've just done things, and now we can cover that up with a map, or we could just cover it up slightly with, like, guess what? There's redstone under here, and that's how that works. Again, I'm not sure how you want to do things, but it's a thing you can now do. Okay, so let's break that, and then let's put that there. And as you can see, redstone entirely hidden under the ground. There's no way to know it's under there, which means you can now entirely hide redstone. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a thing which I feel like redstone people can really start to use. Also, look at all the points I have in this map, because every time you place the map down, you place another little green arrow to mark where you were when you placed it. So we've just got a very, very messy map right there. So yeah, that's really exciting, you know, implications for the item frame, and I think it hopefully shows to you all why this is one of the craziest things they've done to Minecraft. I really want to do this now, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we're going to finally just surround the last couple of blocks here, show you what it looks like when you're 100% surrounded. This is the insanity we now have. Oh, you can't probably see because the lighting's a bit bad. But still, my point being is, well, the brightness doesn't work on the recording quite so well. But basically, yeah, this update is going to be a really crazy one. I mean, the implications on creative are great with the debug stick. The implications on, you know, just builders, though, is pretty amazing, too. They've changed so many blocks to so many colors, and just this one item frame change has really allowed redstone users to do way more stuff. It's allowed people who do creative stuff with, you know, custom map stuff be more exciting. And again, I think the implications on endgame survival are mostly just about building. It's still pretty great nonetheless. So one more thing before we go, it's just a tiny little change they also made. I think I should mention, you can also place, you know, vines underneath blocks now officially. So if you want, you can surround a block everywhere except the top where you can't place them for no good reason I can tell. But yeah, you can place vines on the bottom of blocks, as you can see right there, which means you can now have like a secret undercave ceiling. However, vines, when on the side of the block, obviously they have a use, but underneath the block, they don't have any use at all that I can discern. It's just the decoration thing. So again, personally, it's not quite so exciting to me. I can't do quite so much of it, but maybe it is a thing that you feel like you can do. Also, you can place an item frame, place the vines in the item frame, and it's basically the same thing, right? So there you go. There's a bunch of ideas. Oh, actually, that's how you could do it on the top. You could just, I guess probably this is the height limit. If you go down here, as you can see, we placed the vines in there. We've just discovered it. We found the loophole. Now you can place vines on every side of a block if you really want to. So anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you all learned something. I hope you're honestly, I'm really excited for 1.13 on all the platforms that's going to be released on. Just look at this right here. Like this by itself should be a selling point. But even if that's not your main sales pitch, the fact that you can do so many crazy things with item frames, it's just going to spur creativity. It's going to allow new things to exist, and that's what I really like about Minecraft. When they do stuff like this, you know, like sometimes, you know, they'll make statements like, we don't think people like it when we update the game. No, we really love it when they update the game because it allows for so many more creativity possibilities. And yeah, I'm excited to see the 1.13 update when it releases, probably next January or February. So thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did all enjoy it, liking the video is the best way to let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make Minecraft videos covering pretty much every update and what's going on with them every single day on my channel. And if you want to see those, subscribing with notifications turned on is the best way to see them. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.